welcome to another stream. So I did do a vote and this game didn't win, but I was just thought I'd jump on and finish the series off. We'll probably do a bit of Tomb Raider, a bit of Battlefield, sort of stuff. I will get The Last of Us as well. I've done The Last of Us on PS3 back in the day, but I'm itching to play it on PC and do the sort of walkthrough. So yeah, just load this up. Won't be a second. So it's the DHS maps. That's a new one. So we'll yeah, good to go. I think. Sort that out. Yeah, hope everyone's doing well anyway on this weekend. So just goes too quick, doesn't it? That's the problem. It's always quick. So yeah, let's have a so look on there. Yeah, all good. Good to go. Set that up just so we can see if there's anyone commenting, that sort of stuff. So we're close that off. Yeah, so I've been doing like a bit of a mini series just to compare sort of Skater XL and Session just on this map just to see how it is. So yeah, we'll just crack straight on with it. And as I said, the quicker we can do this, then we can move on to other stuff. So yeah, let's just see how this goes. Yeah, one of the comments before did say, could you do a bit of a side by side? So maybe I can load both games up and try and do that. Obviously, it's easy doing that on sort of post edit videos, that sort of stuff. So when you do your edits, you can put screenshots in or do clips, and you can sort of do that side by side sort of comparison. But it's a bit more difficult when you're live. So we can give it a go anyway. We'll see how the stream goes and see how it plays out. So yeah, it just takes me a minute to warm up. So I'll literally go out, come back, and load the PC up, and then yeah, get straight onto it. The minute I press start on the game, that's when I load the live stream up. So yeah, so just bear with me a little bit, but we'll get there. But yeah, this map definitely skates okay. It's great. It's a free download on Mod.io. Absolutely crazy, and yeah, so fortunate we can do that, and not have to spend sort of the money on it, unless you sort of donate, that sort of stuff. But it definitely doesn't. Yeah, it's not optimized as well as Session. Obviously, Session's a full release game, and there's going to be a lot of people buying it. So yes, potentially, I don't know, it's £10,000-20,000 sort of price mark on all the DLCs after everyone's downloaded it. So yeah, it's a massive, each DLC at £10. It's yeah, it's a lot of money, and it's a massive income for the developers. So it needs to be right, it needs to be optimized. So we'll yeah, this is definitely, yeah, everything skates well. It's just not as well. There's not as many, slightly different features than the Session one. So here there's a bench, and you've got these sort of posts here. This is different, this section. Let me try load. I don't know if it'll do it. Does it crash it or not? Let's see if we can load two games up at once without it crashing. I don't know if it'll work actually. If we go on to Skater XL, let's go to the menu here, and then we'll go on to that window there, isn't it? So I've got a window on it. Let's just see if we can actually do some wizardry on here. It might not work. Yeah, knowing my luck, it won't work, but we'll at least give it a go, can't we? And just see. So if we go on to this gameplay, I don't think it's gameplay, is it? We need to go on to the video window. Let's see if we can. Not sure if we can. Don't know if we can actually do it. I reckon it'll do it. Camera, display, video. Maybe not. Does it do it? Full screen, windowed. Yeah, maybe. Will that do it? Should we see? Let's see if it does it. It'd be amazing if it does it, but it might not do it. That's the window version. I don't know if it's doing it actually. If we can try and do some... It might be stopping me from doing it. Let's have a display video. So we're on windowed. It's just the resolution, so that doesn't matter, does it? Resolution scale. Maybe it doesn't do it. The only way would be to actually display both screens. Maybe do like another image sort of thing, possibly. We drag that. It might get a bit messy, this actually. Not destroying everything. It might get a little bit messy, but we can compare it this way, can't we? We can just load one up. So now run, yeah. So this is Skater XL, and then what we can do is on session, see if that works. So we'll run through here. It might be easier doing the comparison like this. It's a bit of a headache, but let's have a look. So we'll scoot all the way back through here. So I'm getting lost already. Through here, sorry. Let's have a look. Through here, over here. Okay, so this is Skater XL. So get it on that view there. That's the step, so that's slightly different. And if we go over to session, you can see that's pretty much the same, isn't it? You can just go outside of there. This is all the same. The light looks good on the session, but I think it's just what I've got it set to be honest. It's probably a little bit different. So yeah, so that's where we were. So yeah, just everything's different, but the map looks the same. The lighting's just different, isn't it? So obviously it looks better. Yeah, it does look better on session. When you get it side by side, you can actually tell. Looking at that, the graphics does, yeah, it does look more realistic, to be honest. We'll go up these stairs here. So I'll just have a look at that section there. So we've got the sort of the 4 stairs there, and the rail, and then we'll pop over here, and then you've got, yeah, the exact same stairs there. So if you stand the exact same position, yeah, it's pretty bang on, that, isn't it? Looking at that, pretty bang on, which is good. Just a shame I can't put them side by side, which is a bit frustrating. So we'll go, yeah, so if we go this way, shall we first? So we've got these stair sets here. So we've got the 2 stair sets, so we've both there, so we'll just do a nollie heel. Sorry. We'll get there, nollie heel, and then we'll just do a tray flip. No, we won't do a tray flip. And then we'll do, yeah, so you can see here. So if I just stop it there, this is where you'll see the difference. So if we go on to session here, obviously we can't just teleport around the map on session, so you do have to run, but we'll do something similar. So we'll do, yes, it's complete. It's probably my stats are just different, so do a nollie. We'll get there. I might have to run and do it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run. It's clipping a little bit, so we'll do a nollie heel, and then we'll do tray flip, and then we'll. Yeah, this is where it's different. So if we swap over there, you'll notice here it's not major. It's just you've got the 2 sets of stairs here, which are fine. So if we run through here, yeah, so there you go. And then we'll run down this section as well. So you can see it was just 1 set of stairs there. The rails are actually on the wall there, so slightly different. And then you've got this section here. What does differ is the the benches. So if we just stand there like that, and then we'll go back over. Sorry about this. I should have set this up before, but yeah, you'll see the benches are different there. So that's all the same. You've got this like little extra connecting area here, which is pretty cool actually on Skater XL. So is this on session? Not sure actually. I can't say I've been down this area yet. So let's just have a look. Yeah, so it does open up there actually. So yeah, so if we're going back over here, you'll notice that section is actually shut off here. I don't think there's a way to unlock that. So it does look like that's actually been unlocked, unless I can try and jump over using some ramps or something like that. It does look like it's all locked, doesn't it? So if we go around the corner here, I don't think... Yeah, so we can get down there nice and smooth. Yeah, I don't think it's... Yeah, it's all bricked up there, isn't it? So, yeah, so maybe that whole section actually isn't on the game. Will it be updated? Don't know. Maybe it's been there as a bit of a placeholder to then eventually update. So, not to worry. You can always work around and say, so this stair set, see what we can do on here. Not that would hurt, wouldn't it? So let's have a look. That would hurt as well, so let's get the right angle. There we go, perfect. Yes, that looks alright. Sort of. The landing was a little bit sketchy, but it's, so was that. You sort of have to balance it out a little bit, so when you land, you just have to land on one truck just to yeah, just to balance the game out a little bit. So just, yeah, so it does work. So, and then if we move over to Skater XL just really quick, so that's all that bench is the other way, those benches are the other way, and then this is exactly the same here. So to be honest, playing back to back, I probably do, even with the stats, I think Session does feel a bit more realistic. I do like Skater XL. I don't like the devs, but I like the game. Yeah. Yeah, I just like the sort of the wind up manuals, that sort of stuff. Stuff just feels good. I just feel like I've got more control for some reason on this game. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the controls, and the Switch controls feel a little better. Sort of the ability to sort the stats out and change the tray flips, that sort of stuff. Not sure. I don't know what it is. There's just something smooth about the game. It's a little bit like when you play Call of Duty and it feels so smooth, and then you go into Battlefield and it just feels a little heavier, and it's just not as responsive. That's how this feels a little bit when comparing the two games. You could probably argue, like I say, this is an arcade game and Session's a skate sim, but on paper they're both sort of sims, aren't they? That's what they were set out to do. I'd say Skate 3, Tony Hawk games, they're more arcade. I think the devs would probably be lying if they were saying this was an arcade game, because it's supposed to be a realistic skate experience, isn't it? So I spoke too soon there, didn't I, for that? Okay, there we've saved it. Yeah, so it's supposed to be the realistic skate experience, but this game does feel more realistic, but it's still not there yet. What are we now, 3 or 4 years in? It's still struggling a little bit. So yeah, so we'll run over to this section. So this is probably where you'll see the changes, to be honest. So we've got this section here. If we just stand here, and then what we'll do is if we stand here, we run through, go over there, yeah, so we'll go this way, and then straight away you'll see it's slightly different, isn't it? So if I just go like that, it does keep pausing the game for me, but you'll see these sort of, this area isn't here. It's slightly different here with the hut. So let's, yeah, slightly different. There's no hut, is there? This building's different. When you come around here, if I stand here, and if we go back over to this game, yes, that isn't here. We can jump over there where we can't on Skater XL, and we can also get up here, which we can't on. I think, yeah, use of the cone there. You can usually, not sure why, I can't jump as high today. Can't say I've ever had a problem getting up here. I don't know what's going on here. They can't have patched it, can they? They can't have patched the game, surely. Yeah, so I'd probably say stuff like manual reverts feel so good on session. It's a shame you can't just do one game with everything in. Yeah, so when you look at this section here, and then we'll switch back over to here. It is slightly different, isn't it? This bench is here, and I think on session, on memory, the bench is here. Yeah, so they've just moved that bench, haven't they? And if we look at this section, yeah, if I just stand there, I've got the basketball court, and I think it's quite similar, to be fair. Turn that way, yeah, so we've got the basketball courts. We've got an extra section here, have we? Is that an extra section? There just seems to be different sections, that's all. On without putting it side by side, it's difficult, isn't it? But just going off sort of memory, yeah, so we can't get up there, can we, on here? So we'll go around the corner and see what there is. So this section, yeah, so this is where the game does vary. It's not a like, it's a like for like, is it? But it is very close. That drops down. Definitely got this section here. Let's just go around the corner here. Yes, that brings you to this new section here then, doesn't it? It connects to there. So if I just go back onto session, and then we'll run up the stairs, and then we'll just see where it takes us. So we'll do a bit of a running mission here. Up here, quick. Do it really quick and go. Yeah, so this is run. I think there is a section here, is there? Okay, no, look at that. So that section ends there. Yeah, so there's actually two sections we've actually just found on Skater XL, which aren't on session. Yeah, which is crazy. So we'll just see if this works anyway. Not like that, we won't. Need a bit of speed. Get doing some speed. There we go. Can we make it? I'm not even sure what direction this goes in. We've gone the wrong side anyway. But we'll try this little one then, can't we? Or not. Maybe that's better for manuals, that sort of stuff. Yeah, so all this is different then, is it? Yeah, so this is a full new section that we don't have on session, which is absolutely crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder why. Got all this as well, haven't we? Yeah, session doesn't have. There's a bit of a grass area there. There's not really much going on. Saying that, we can actually get out the map and there's a swimming pool. And there's a lobby parking lot here. Crazy. Look at that, we can actually get out the map. There's not a whole lot here, but pretty cool though. At least we can try some little manuals. Yeah, that's not ideal, is it? Yeah, it's crazy actually. And we can skate here, can't we? Yeah, look at that. Looks like there's a bit of the map missing there, doesn't there? A bit of Yeah, a little bit. And then there's this pool there, isn't there? Which is we. You know, it's my stats, I think, but there we go. Look at that, perfect. Try that, bit of a late inward heel flip if we can. Yeah, it wasn't really late, was it? But yeah, it's cool to know there's actually an actual swimming pool here, which is not on. Yeah, not on session, is it? So yeah, I don't think we can get up there, can we? Yeah, it's wild that. Let's get back into the school. So I'm a bit lost now. Let's go through here. So this is where we were. So if we stand here, just drop the marker there. So all this is the same, isn't it? All that's the same. But I think this run is the same. So we might be able to do back to back on here. One thing I'm noticing, it could just be my stats. Session does feel a lot slower. It's smoother, but slower. But I think it's my stats that have the problem. Just how I have the game. So yes, that was all right. First run of the game. So let's get back onto session. So yeah, so this is all the same here. We just don't have that massive section or the pool, which is crazy. But we do have this section. So we have just, I'm gonna say, done a line, was it? Sort of a line, wasn't it? It was a bit of a desperate line, but a line's a line, isn't it? I suppose. It's, see if we can actually land a line on here. Ah, no, we can't. Oh god, it's taken me all the way back here, isn't it? Not a problem. We'll give that a miss. It's my fault for running around everywhere. So we could just stay here, can't we? We'll cheat. We'll do it from here. Pretend we did the line. Right, get this rail here, can't we? That's only the thing on Skate Race, so you can pop out of manuals, quite nice. Manuals and rails, that sort of stuff. Yeah, you can pop out of stuff a bit better. You can wind tricks. So there's pros and cons with both games. I think comparing the two, this is definitely more realistic. The graphics are better, aren't they? Yeah, so all this section's the same. That's the same. We can try and do a quick trick on here and see if that works. And then I think we've compared pretty much most of it, haven't we? Be good to know actually if that's on the game or not. Yeah, so this little bit here is on session. Is it on Skate XL? We'll find out in a minute, won't we? Or not. Quite difficult to be honest. That it took me a few goes, because unless you can get into 5-0, there's no way of popping. You can't pop high enough unless you've got sort of quite high stats on everything. It's very difficult to pop. So we'll try and do something, can't we? Yeah, the only way I could do it was like that and try and get a bit of a 5-0 going on, but such an awkward. I've just hit a stone there as well, so it's, yeah, such an awkward. Yeah, so awkward that, so awkward. But at least we've got this section as well, haven't we? So Okay, that was quite lucky. I wasn't going for that, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Since we're live, there's a bit more... So let's have a look on here really quick. We'll get back onto Skater XL. So yeah, all this section, that swimming pool section, is all not in session, which is absolutely crazy. And then where were we? We were here, weren't we? So yeah, this is all the same, isn't it? Is that there? No, it's not. Look at that. So it's actually not on Skater XL, but it's on session. It's so, yeah, so strange. So Skater XL, you've got a swimming pool parking lot, you've got the extra sections at the back end, but you don't have this little section. Yeah, strange. So we'll see. Yeah, so session is, I'd say session, even like that, session's easier. It's so much easier to actually, maybe because I've got my stats so low, I've got it on minus 13, we're doing F7, I think I've got it on minus general, yeah, minus 13.5 on gravity. I think the standard gravity stats are usually at minus 7, so I've sort of doubled that, so it's so hard to, it might just be I've got Skater XL so low on the stats and session a little bit higher, so yeah, it might just be I've got the games complete opposite way. It might just be the feel of the game. They are different games, but this is definitely harder. So on session, I didn't bail on this rail once, but on Skater XL, I'm bailing pretty much every go, aren't I? Maybe it's not optimised very well. I keep hitting this rail. Maybe we can... Yeah, it's not optimised well, is it? So I think it's more the map. That seems to be alright. Yeah, there's no... Yeah, so we'll just go down here, see what we can get on this rail. Yeah, so I think it's actually the map, isn't it? I think it's... Yeah, I think it's just a bit different, isn't it? So, yeah, so this is all the same here. That line's the same. These benches are the same. Then it brings us back to this section, which is pretty much the same, apart from we can get out of here on Skater XL, but yeah, we can actually get right on the whole map, actually. There's really not much here, is there? There's a few bits, maybe. If we look here, is there some sort of gap here, maybe, that I've just discovered? Maybe there is. Hit that second try. So yeah, maybe there is. What if we can go to the flat? No, I don't think we can we? It's a manual. Then we'll pop out there. It's pretty cool, that little pop. I do like it. Yeah, so just let us know your thoughts on the game. Do you prefer session? Do you prefer Skater XL? Oh, I think I might have just caught that. Then we'll do that little pop out, yeah. So just let us know what you prefer in the comments. I am doing a giveaway for session anyway. So it is probably the best game to buy out of the two if you just want the base game. But saying that, if you want the DLCs like this, I'd probably say this is probably the best game in that sense as well. I think I'm sort of just stuck in my ways with Skater XL a little bit, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with this game. It's, the thing is, everyone skates it different. There's settings for every game. There's the mods. Yeah, so we can get out of there, can't we? Yeah, so all the games are different. We can't get up there, can we? Yeah, so it's all different. So it is basically just you jump on the game, but as you go on to the gameplay, you've got your advanced settings. You can change pretty much everything. That's my settings. Maybe they're a little bit high for everything at the minute. I've got just one custom and the default. So maybe if I skate the default a little bit. Maybe that skate's different, I don't know. The default is a little bit floaty, not gonna lie. Not as floaty as Skater XL, but it's still bloody floaty. It's but saying that, my stats are even more floaty. I think all I've changed is the board distance is lower. But I just like the board being quite close. So if we go on to the gameplay and then advanced settings, if you want to customize, you can do board to pot distance. So I've got it quite low. I just like stuff being quite close, as in you can see how close the legs are, and it just looks like you can catch stuff a little bit better, but it's just preference. I just prefer catching stuff in the air like that, so you can sort of catch everything a little bit better than the default, but I might have a play about with the settings after. But yeah, it's definitely, this game definitely does work pretty well out the box, and it's probably the best one without having a headache and being disappointed. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. It's been a little bit of just a quick comparison, nothing too serious. It's just my opinion as well, that's all I can give you. So it's down to everybody. Everyone's got different opinions. Some people might hate the fact I still play Skater XL after all the drama with the devs, that sort of stuff. But I do enjoy both. I just like the Skater XL feel. It just seems a little bit more, I wouldn't say casual, but it's just a bit more chilled out. Maybe it's just the mods I've got put on, but everything like that, just the pop heights, like wine, yeah, everything's just a little bit more. So like the kick flips are so low, so maybe it's just my gravity, and I could probably get this feel from Session if I played about enough with it. The other thing is stuff like lock, when you're locking to the grinds, that does work better on this game when you can actually get on the rail, that is. Like that, you can just lock into stuff a little bit better. Not perfect, but it just locks in quite nice. You just do a little pop out. Stuff like big spins look really good. Just my opinion again. I just think they look pretty cool. Just sort of that steezy sort of looking heel flips and big spins. You can sort of catch. You can sort of catch it like that, so you can sort of catch your front foot in the air. So it's the same when you get onto rails like this. You can. It just feels like everything's in slow motion a little bit. So easy. Yeah, it just looks pretty cool. Let's have a look here. I think there is a new Tampa map out as well. So we can just have a look at that now quick if you want, before I finish the stream. So we go on to Mod.io really quick, and then we'll just have a quick, can just have a quick look, can't we, just to see what there is. The maps, I'm sure, pretty sure there is a new one, whether it's a new one from the base game or if it's 2000s. Is it this one? Yeah, maybe it's just, is it Xbox only? Because I don't have the mod browser on here. I don't. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, so I can actually install that actually. So let's do that whilst we're live and in action. Let's go for it. See how long that takes. Not sure if this is good. I know it's got the outside area, which is a bit like Tony Hawk Underground. Underground 1 has got the Tampa map, hasn't it? And you can go outside on the sort of vert ramp, which is pretty cool. This is such a big download. It's probably because I've got 2 games open as well, so let me have one final drop down the rail, and then we'll close this off. Inward heel flips are so good on this game, if I can do them. So good. Stuff like hard flips, that sort of stuff looks cool. So you can sort of do the hard flip onto there. Was that a board slide? I'm not sure. That's a board slide, lip slide. Maybe I need a bit more speed, but we'll get on the Tampa map now just to have a quick look on it. I'm just not doing very well today. Like every day, I'm actually getting worse at these games, put it that way. Like 1,000 hours on each at least I've been playing. That looks pretty cool actually. Does that sort of dolphin flip, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, it's pretty. I was going to say as well, if you ever watch any of the shorts I do, so I've done just over 2,000 shorts. I don't know if I'm up to 2,500 yet. Might not be, I'll have to have a check. But basically, if you see this girl, then it's the PC gameplay, and if you see a guy with a white t-shirt on, it's Xbox. And that's it. That's as complicated as I get on this channel. So let's let's close this down here. The close window, and I think, look at that, perfect, good to go. So let's full screen this, and then we can actually, let us do that. Get onto the maps, and then is it community maps? It should be. Is it community? There we go. On it. No, we're not on it. I think this is because, it'll be because I'm running the alpha gameplay to get the mods. So yeah, I'll probably have to download Mod.io map. Which is absolutely crazy to then, to actually get it running. Yeah, so it doesn't work. Actually doesn't work. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's got a bad review as well, so I probably won't download it. I don't think it's worth. Yeah, it's not worth downloading, is it? But this works. So yeah, maybe because I've got the map. I run the alpha build for the game to get all the mods going. You need to sort of run the alpha build, and to do that, it's sort of running the old version of the game. So it just means you can still support the mods. That's the only reason. If you run the normal version of the game, I don't know what build we're on yet. Is it 1.2? Is it? And then you mod the game and you update the game, you do have to reinstall all the mods again. So it's a little bit frustrating. So the alpha build's just easier, and there's more mods as well. So yeah, definitely more mods. So it's worth doing. Then there's less risk. I won't say there's no risk, but there's less risk of stuff disappearing through the update. So yeah, I just find this game more chill. I don't know what it is, but it could just be me. I always struggle. I'm all right at. I think it's just my brain doesn't work that way. It might be. So I can do stuff like this. Perfect is in. Well, not that perfect, but I can do stuff like that way. Perfect. So I'm rushing now. Yeah, like that I can do perfect when it works. And stuff like nollie, big spins, that sort of stuff. Flip that way, easy. And it's just when I have to go that way, I've got absolutely no chance. My brain just doesn't function that way. When it does, it crashes like that. So yeah, I think it is what it is. We're getting there. Every day is a learning day, isn't it? No matter how many hours you put into the game, you'll always learn something new on it. So, but yeah, so thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to jump onto another stream now. do something else so I don't bore you for too long. But thanks for watching. It was purely just a comparison on Skater XL versus Session on the DHS map, which is the schoolyard map. So overview is the Skater XL map's got a pool in it. It's got another couple of sections, and you can sort of skate round the map. It's got the gap from the roof onto sort of the walkway, which you can gap onto. So there's a few extra sections, which is pretty cool actually. It doesn't have the section near the rails where you can pop over the sort of the bigger drop, so it doesn't have that, but it has got the extra sections. But Session has got that drop, but it hasn't got the extra sections. But it's got a bit more benches, a few more bits they've dropped in, and the graphics look better. So yeah, it's purely just preference, to be honest, on whatever map you like, and what game. So yeah, so I'm doing I'll be doing giveaways as well on Session. So if anyone watches Session but doesn't have the game, just hit me up and we can can do giveaways, that sort of stuff. So if anyone's sort of subscribed, watches the videos, and wants a copy of it, just drop me a message and I can sort you out with a copy. It is paid by myself, so I'm not sponsored by the game, though it probably looks like I am because I play that much of it, and the channel's built on it. But yeah, absolutely no sponsorships whatsoever. So I've just sort of experimented. All the stuff I buy for the PC is just stuff I've just sort of saved up for and slowly built up over time, just to keep the channel going. So yeah, but I appreciate everyone's support. So yeah, so basically this is the drop here. So that's the new little bit. So you go off sort about the map. It's got these new sections over here, which is a complete new section of the map, and this is a new section here, and the swimming pool. So yeah, it's a bigger map actually, but check it out for yourselves. Just hit us up if you need any support on anything. Want to play online, hit me up on Steam, or if you don't have the game and you're subscribed and want the game, hit me up and I'll send you a key over, and then you can get playing yourself. So yeah, thanks everyone. I'll be back on in a minute and we'll look at some other games as well. But yeah, it was just a quick comparison. I tried to do the side by side, but it doesn't work at the minute. I might have to do two screens, sort of thing, so I might end up having to try and add an extra screen onto OBS, see if that works. But yeah, perfect. Thanks everyone, thanks for joining, and thanks for the support, have a good weekend.